channel, man. Before we get to the video, man, I need you to hit the subscribe button. Go ahead and give it a like. The reason why I've been out, man, because I've been dealing with some stuff dealing with my health. Back August of 2020 is when all this started. But before I go any further, I got my mother-in-law with me. So, tell her.
Hi, how are you?
One night, well, I ain't gonna say one night. One day, I just became short of breath, and I had a hard time sleeping at night. I stay up all night till about time for me to go to work. I'll get up middle of the night. I'll sit at the end of the bed. Nicole asked me what's wrong. I'll tell her for some reason, I cannot get comfortable sleeping. And she kept telling me maybe you need to go see a doctor or a walk-in clinic to see what's going on. But I kept saying no, I don't want to do that because I don't like doctors and stuff like that. So after so long, I finally went to a walk-in clinic. They did x-rays and they said that I got fluid around my heart getting attracted to my lungs. So, and then from there, the lady, she referred me to a cardiologist, which I didn't know who or what that stuff is and whatnot until I got a phone call one day, and they said I think his name was Dr. Pacemaker at the time, wanted to see me, new patient appointment. Yeah, I know how that goes. So I went in, I got seen. He told me that my heart was pumping 10-15%, which is very low. And he said it's supposed to be around 50 to 55%. And that same day I actually went in. They also had stuck a catheter up my arm to make sure I don't have any blood clots. So I didn't have any blood clots, but he still wanted to see what was going on inside of me. So he preferred me to go down Little Rock to get an MRI done. But he sent me down to Little Rock to get an MRI done, and he wanted to see what was going on inside there still. So the MRI was like an hour. So it's like some machine you lay in, and you can't move or nothing. They'll tell you when to take a deep breath and stuff like that. So fast forward to my next checkup appointment to go see Dr. Pacemaker here in town, Fort Smith. He told me my results was I had a blood clot in my heart. It was a small one, not really big. He said it was at the top of my right heart. So when I heard that, man, I was just speechless. I didn't know what to think. My emotions was everywhere. My thoughts was just scattered all over the place. I didn't know what to say. I didn't know what to do. He prescribed me some water pills, some heart medications to help it. And months go by, I go see him again, and nothing really has changed. It's the same thing. He asked me if I'm still taking my medicine like I'm supposed to. Of course I was. And come to find out, I believe it was May of 2021. Man.
It's all right, baby.
This is hard.
Do you want me to cut the video, Church?
No.
May of 2021. Is that when you was in the hospital, son?
No, it was actually, I had got a phone call, and the people had told me that my heart actually jumped from 20% to 15%, so it really didn't get no better. But by the percentage being so low and my heart's not pumping enough blood throughout my body, they believed I need a pacemaker. So the phone call was they wanted to get me in, to get a pacemaker in. They explained to me what it's supposed to do. It's supposed to keep the rhythm of the heart going. It's also supposed to, if my heart's like off beat or off track or beating too fast or too slow, what it'll do, it'll give it a shock. But I asked them, will I feel the shock? They said, no, I won't feel it. So when I got that phone call, I just couldn't help but just cry. I cried on the code. She said, everything's gonna be okay. My emotions again was everywhere, you know. me being so young, going through this stuff, man, it hit me out of nowhere, honestly. And the procedure, get a pacemaker in, I was scared. They said it was minor. What they did was they gave me some type of drug that's gonna like relax me. You know, they didn't put me to sleep or nothing like that. I wasn't asleep, so I knew what was going on. I was just too drugged to know what was going on, like to feel anything at that. So the procedure was an hour. After that, they rolled me back to the room. I believe they kept me in the hospital one night after I got it done, just to see how things go overnight. This was my new doctor at the time too. His name is Robert Paris. So he's my new cardiologist doctor. So he came back that same morning, not the same morning, next morning, and told me the results. Everything's working fine. The pacemaker's working. He asked me if I'm also taking blood thinners, and I told him yes. I've been taking a couple months before I got the procedure done. If y'all wanna, y'all can see the scar right here. So got that done, and fast forward to another checkup after I got it done with Dr. Paris, and my heart rate was kind of high. It was 96, he said. It's a start, he said, but it's still kind of high. He told me your heart rate's supposed to be like around 70, 75-ish, somewhere around there. He upped my dose on my medications to get everything under control. I was still on the water pills, keeping the fluid off of me. Oh, gosh. You don't expect somebody so young to go through having heart problems. You know what I mean? So, you know, you expect stuff like this for older people, not somebody that's just so young. You know, I was 26. I'm 27 now. When all this started, I was 26. The doctor in Little Rock, he also told me that I'll be living a normal life, you know. So that gave me a little bit of hope right there. It'll be okay.
You stop eating.
Man, Christmas Day of 2021.
Before then, you stopped eating.
I stopped what?
You stopped eating.
Oh yeah, my appetite had totally went down too. It decreased a lot. So
What's going on?
I'll go days not eating at all, or I'll go a day with just eating once.
Well, can't hold anything down your stomach.
I couldn't hold nothing down my stomach. I'll feel really dizzy, feel lightheaded, passing out. I did have 2 occasions where I did pass out twice here at home. I had to call Nicole, tell her that, you know, I need somebody here at the house with me because you just never know what can happen next. You know, she came here, she helped me out, you know, helped me around the house and stuff like that. And when Christmas came, 2021, man, I don't know, that morning I felt pretty good that morning, honestly, but as the day was going by, like my body was starting to feel weak. I was feeling lightheaded, you know, and we had a big feast at the house, at my sister-in-law's house up in Greenwood or whatnot. So Nicole made me a plate of food and stuff like that, and for some reason I just could not eat at all. I mean, I couldn't even, if anything, I'll probably take 2 bites out of my whole plate. And I was just feeling weak. I was feeling dizzy every time I got up. So I tried to go in the back room to go lay down, go to sleep for a little bit. So I'll probably sleep for about maybe an hour or 2. So when I woke up, I started feeling the same way. Nothing really had changed. And Nicole kept asking me, do you want to go to the ER? I kept saying no because, again, like I said before earlier in the video, I don't like doctors and stuff like that. So she kept asking, I was saying no. And then it came to a point to where I just said, you know, let's go to the ER and see what's going on. So, and also when I be walking, I get really tired when I walk, and I feel like I couldn't walk long distance. Like I have to stop and take a break, sit down somewhere if I can find a seat somewhere, and then get back up. Got to the ER, got checked in, told him what's going on, blah, blah, blah. And the doctor came in and he said, we found scattered blood clots in both of your lungs, but they were small. So in my mind, I'm freaking out, but I'm trying to keep my composure. You know, I'm trying to control my feelings at this point because I don't want to make things worse. You know, having my heart racing because I'm nervous or I'm scared, this and that. And Nicole right there by my side, being strong for me and stuff like that. And so what they did was they're gonna they referred me to go to the hospital right next door to give me. So I had to wait to get a room ready and stuff. We was in the ER for hours. Took forever. Finally got the room. The bed was more comfortable. I think I stayed the night. I think it was 2 nights. I stayed at the hospital.
You was there for almost a week.
Man, I may have been probably 3 nights.
They told you that you were gonna probably have to stay until New Year's.
Yeah. They told me up to New Year's. It's a possibility, but I was getting these shots that go in your stomach because of these blood clots I had. And so the doctor gave me 2 options where I could either stay in the hospital up to New Year's, which he kept it straight with me. I probably would want to have, or he said I can go home, but my wife might have to put the shots in my stomach for me on either side. So I get those twice a day in the morning before I go to bed. So I told him I'd rather go home because I didn't want to spend New Year's in the hospital at all. I didn't. So,
you know what, son? That is awesome.
Yes, it is.
It is. The New Year's is what? Saturday, right?
Yep, Saturday. Right now, they had paged me, and they're gonna go down a list of his primary doctors that they're gonna assign me.
she did. She took care of that for me, and
Do you remember what the doctor said when you first walked into the hospital?
oh
That you
yeah,
was lucky.
they said it was even lucky for me to walk in that building
On
because they
Christmas Day.
checked my blood pressure. It was like 89 over. I can't remember, but it was
53? I think it's
50 something. Yeah, it was low. The lady told me I don't even see how you walked in here because with a blood pressure like that, you know, they said I shouldn't.
And everything that was going on, you wouldn't be here.
And a doctor in the room, he also told me this is your gift for Christmas. God still allowed you to be here.
Amen.
So that gave me a little bit of hope too, you know.
God is a healer.
Yeah, he is.
Praise God. God is.
But with me having this journey, having
That's what I
heart
was telling you,
failure,
stay faith and have faith in Jesus.
yeah, and this journey I've been going on, having heart failure, like I said, started August 2020, we're in 2022 now, so it's going on 2 years that I've been going through it. They want me to watch how I'm eating, which I'm really not. It's hard to do that because there's so much good food, and you know, most of my shit be throwing down. So,
But you do watch what you
but
'Cause
some
I don't feel
I
like
do
I
watch
used
what I
to.
eat though. They don't want me to intake too much fluids, you know, because it can build back up.
Sodium.
All the sodium, you know, not a lot of food with salt, you know. Nicole had bought me a lot of seasons that's salt free that could help me. But you know, honestly, to be honest with y'all, ever since I got released from the hospital, which was December 28th, I remember. Now, I'm not good with dates, but I'm good with that date. I've been feeling amazing. The family, you know, I've got my appetite back.
Oh yes, thank God.
But
Yes, Lord, thank
when
God.
as I got
Because he
released
be
from the
looking like
hospital,
this.
I did have my head down all the time. You know, they be clowning and stuff, but you know, that's just how we be chilling and
But
stuff.
we thank God that he's healthy
Yeah.
as possible.
But I noticed I started like losing weight though. Like I was getting really skinny.
Well,
Like
he still is. Well, you gained a little bit back.
I mean, I gained my weight. It's like
He don't have the stomach like I have, though.
my stomach was going down, but clearly I got it back. I mean,
Not
I ain't
like
gonna
mine.
stand up. I mean, she stand up, you gonna see a belly. But anyways, you know, ever since I've been released, you know, I've been feeling amazing. Got my appetite back. You know, I eat here and there. I try to eat 3 times a day like they did at the hospital, but it's impossible for me to do that because I constantly just eat and eat and eat.
Trying to get your strength back. That's what it is.
But I asked my doctor, is there any way I can go to the gym and work out? He don't refer me lifting no weights, you know, because it'll put strain on my upper body. But as far as like the weights down, doing legs and stuff, he told me that's fine to do. Walk the treadmill, the bike, the stairs, stuff like that is okay to do. I actually had my appointment recently. I think, was it like 2-3 weeks ago, I think. It was just a checkup. And he told me, Mr. Church, everything looks like you're doing fine so far. So when I heard that, you know,
You really got to eat.
I really got to eat, and I was feeling good. I called Nicole on the phone. I say, look, doctor said this, you know, I'm feeling fine. You know, she was happy, you know, I was happy. You know, I guess whatever I'm doing, just keep doing it, and I'll be okay, you know. Man, gosh, man, I've been through it, man. I mean, fell out a couple occasions, couldn't eat like I wanted to. Went out to eat as a family, I couldn't really do that. I'll just be sitting at the table with my head down, take a few bites. I'll pack it to bring home. I won't eat it at home. You know, it's a journey. It's been a journey, man. It really has. It really has. You got anything you want to say?
It has been a journey, and I've been here right along with him. Kept the kids for him while he was in the hospital, me and my husband. We're here behind them 100%, and he knows that. We'll do anything for my daughter and her husband and their children, any of my children. But this one here, we got to keep his strength going up and keep him hyped up, because we got to play those cards.
No,
We have to make sure we play cards all the time. We play spade, phase 10. He gets mad when he loses.
Phase 10, I don't like that game.
But he gets mad, so we got to keep his spirit up, and I try to keep it up. We got to, sometimes we got to rank on him, because my other daughter, my oldest daughter, Clarissa, she like to tell him, you got that peacemaker in you.
That's what she calls it, a peacemaker.
Instead of a pacemaker.
But exactly.
But she let him know that he's going to be at peace. But the strangest thing what happened was my husband said something to him one day. You know? And we try to keep him in good spirits, but my husband said something to him one day. And do you remember?
I think he said, ash to ash, dust to dust. He said, ash to ash, dust to dust. Yep.
And I'm like, what that supposed to mean, honey? Well, just in case he don't make it. Oh, he's going to make it, because we trust God.
Yes, we do.
And that's all we need. And those that are on the view of Facebook, YouTube, or any of these social media, just lift him up in prayer, his whole family. Because we don't know how long it's going on. Only God knows. As long as he have his strength, that's all we can worry about.
Oh, I'm getting my strength back now.
And I can't even hit him no more. I used to do him like that, but I can't do that.
She can't even pop me no more.
I can't pop him.
Before we close out this video, I need all of y'all to comment the emoji hands down below. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, share a like on it. If you want to share it to your friends or whatnot, go ahead, feel free to. You know, we're trying to get this YouTube thing rolling. We've been out for a minute, and I'm just sharing my story with y'all on why, because I wasn't really feeling it.
Right,
I've been
yeah,
feeling good now, so we trying to get back on this thing. The way I've been feeling great. You know, I ain't short of breath no more throughout the night. Constantly eating, weights gain going back up. I don't want to go up too much. You know what I'm saying? So I don't need to be
You don't
overweight.
want to get like me no more? Come on now. Come on, man.
Nah, I'm good. I'm good. We love you
At
guys.
least I lost 7 pounds.
That's 7.
Well, that's a start.
He lost about 40.
Yeah, he may lost 40, but I lost at least 7.
At the time, I was 272. I was a quarter to 300 pounds.
And I was almost 300 pounds, but I done lost some weight. So I had to give something to him so he can gain some weight. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Nah, man.
You should see my other daughter.
Oh, yeah. Y'all want to see that. No.
That's my baby. Shut up.
But anyways, man, y'all go ahead and hit that subscribe button, man. We love y'all. Thank y'all for watching.
And I had to just make him laugh, that's all. I just
Put
had to
the
make
prayer
him laugh.
emojis down below. You know what I'm saying? And share this with your family, your friends. And we keep high spirits over here, man.
Very
We'll see y'all
much
in the next video. Church gang. We out.
Bye.